What's up, guys? This is JTQ9 of Ssx1, and welcome back to the channel. We have yet again another Savage Cup back on the line, Savage Cup title, and want to give a big shout out to Jay Will, a couple of the other guys over in the other alliance that always show up for a good battle for our Savage Cup. I believe, I'd have to go back and check, but I believe they have the title over us for now. I think they won the last one, but maybe Jay Will can confirm, or some of the other guys. But anyway, all to say is a normal fight here for me. Blade, spot, build to the SP2. Yeah, unfortunately, sorry for the animations, having seen SP3 there, but typically built to the SP2, hit it, and then with the power back boost, do it again. So this is my first time bringing Archangel to the battle. So this one here, I dueled a bunch of times, knowing that I could parry kind of freely up to at least 4 or 5 monster mashes, but after that, I really wasn't going to take any chances, and I wasn't going to try to hit a heavy just in case for whatever reason he clipped me, because Mole Man, especially when he has his frenzies up, can do a good amount of damage. So I know at this point, after the 10 charges, he's not going to be shrugging anything anymore, so I would just build up to a special when I can and hit a 5-hit combo and just basically avoid any specials and make sure I don't get shocked or clipped on anything. So could it have been a much cleaner fight? Could have gone down a little bit faster had I landed a bunch of heavies earlier on and stacking some poison? Potentially, but you know what? A minute into the fight and he was down. I didn't lose any health. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So this next fight, this one, I was worried about. I'm not gonna lie. So Spidey Supreme for me is kind of like a nemesis. He cost me a couple deaths a few seasons back, and just he can just be a pain. Like, sometimes things can go wrong. You can actually accidentally send him into his or I don't want to call it a spider sense mode, but where he goes invincible and with the blessing of the web up and all that stuff. So my game plan was basically parry heavy, 4-hit combos, only hitting lights, never throw a medium, get the petrifies up so he won't be healing on anything, and then do the heavy spam once I get into my unstable situation. As you can see, I just did 4 heavies where he was completely stuck, and then did all kinds of burst damage there because of all the debuffs that were on him. So fight's going pretty well for the most part. Actually, not gonna lie, I don't think I could have played this any better. I was dexing all of his specials so I wouldn't take any additional damage, especially from the SP2 that he was throwing, because those ones have the penetrating or the piercing effect on it. But here, as you can see, because of all the debuff stuff, like 3 heavies, and I eliminated basically 40% of his health on that one. So I was flying high after this particular fight, completely almost forgetting that I had to take a fight after that, as you saw the video cut there, because I was going to go right to the finish line and say, hey, my war is done, guys, and blah blah blah. But then I saw the list kind of later on, like 5 minutes later, and was like, oh, I have to take that Hulk. Yeah, that'd be good. So Hulk, nothing to worry about, right? Just, parry, spam the SP1, don't get any kind of buffs on you, because then you lose your power when they come off. And there's really nothing to worry about, right? Yeah, that was until, I think it's coming up, where all of a sudden I felt like I just was losing control. See, at this point, I was, okay, everything's good, no problem. I ended up dexing that, lost some power back, like I was power drained there. Then he decides to start hitting into my block, which is doing an absurd amount of damage. Like, I still haven't taken any hits from him, and yet I'm down to 40%, or I'm down 40% health. And at that point there, I dodged a bullet, because had he finished a 5-hit combo, I probably would have been dead. And now he's going unblockable on me, and just, I don't want to say I was freaking out, but yeah, I was kind of starting to get worried. I was like, oh my goodness. After all that, after being so concerned with the Spidey Supreme fight and not paying attention, I'm sorry, not paying attention, but maybe not taking this fight as seriously as I probably should have, and looked it over and discussed it a little bit more. I was seriously worried about dying and then him going unstoppable and this and that. But I pulled through. I shook off kind of the nerves as they were coming up, and like that, we're done with the war. So this one here, we finally broke our 5-loss streak that we were on and got another win. I think we are still kind of in Platinum 1 right now in terms of rewards, so we're hoping that we have kind of a strong final week to get us up to 7 and 5, which will hopefully get us into Masters at that point. I mean, at first, top 10 was kind of the goal. Well, Masters is always goal, but top 10 is always like kind of a nice addition. And had, you know, a couple of those other fights where we were drawing come through, we could have maybe even been challenging for a podium this year. But anyways, what can you do? I digress. Good luck, DSVG, the rest of the season. And we thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take care.